Hello everyone, and welcome to the start of a new series on the channel in Hearts of Iron 4. We're going to be playing it using the Millennium Dawn mod, and also we also have the UI interface submod, as well as the Rise of the Vatican submod. Today we are going to be starting in the year 2000. You can pause and read this if you would like. Today we're going to start playing as the United States. And I'm just going to read this brief history. The citizens of the United States have known little but victory in the last century, winning the world wars, winning the Cold War. The United States had a nearly perfect track record up until now, but with China emerging on the side of the ocean, with Russia pushing for renewed greatness, with terrorism an ever so great threat, what can America do to stay dominant? And currently, our leader is Bill Clinton. He's a Democrat. We have the political establishment, American militarism, and we are a permanent UN Security Council member. We have universal health care, abolish the Electoral College, and flames of revolution. Do options real quick. Alright. Hold on, let me actually real quickly. There we go. Alright. So we're going to be playing on regular. Historical AI focuses are going to be off, and everything else should look good. Let's go ahead and begin. I know about stability, the support system. Alright, so as the United States, we start out with a pretty large military. We have all of the normal things. We're going to start off by picking our research. Go over to here and pick modern detection devices. I'm going to do one research slot on engineering, one on industry page, one on infantry, and then the other one will go through here. Modern support weapons. And then we're going to go for the LAV-25. And I hadn't looked at this submod before. It looks really nice. I like the way it looks. Alright, now it's time to pick our national focus. And the US has gotten a updated focus tree, and it looks really nice. So there are a lot of things we can do. We can go with the economy. We can go more government regulation or government deregulation. We can go over to different political things. We can do the status quo. And go down the Republican side or the Democrat side. Or we can go down and do a libertarian, progressive, like the third party options. Or we can go and do the Confederacy. We can do communism. And then over to this side, it's our international diplomacy, where we can reassure Japan, or we can go with China. And then with China, we can go down and war with Russia, war with India, or war with India. We can do either one of those. We can expand NATO, strengthen our ties to the EU, do the Monroe Doctrine. There's a lot of things we can do. The Middle East, we can ally with Iran. There's a lot of things we can do in this series. So the first thing that I'm going to pick for our national focus is probably going to be, we're going to go down the economic path first, and I might probably wait till the end of the episode, or I may not. I may decide which path we're going down, but I would like to get your input. The American economy. Nominally speaking, our economy is the largest in the world, and we remain an economic force to be reckoned with. Our financial advisors are divided between those favoring continued regulations and those claiming the time is right to loosen the grip on the economy. Okay, go to our military factories. We have a lot. Let's see. What do we need? I don't know what we need. We go to my... We need everything. Alright, so let's see. Probably going to need support equipment. Probably going to need... Probably going to need to produce everything. But I'm going to wait and just max these out to definitely do convoys. Let's do some frigates and destroyers. Yeah. Now, I know we have a bunch of unassigned divisions, but we're going to go take care of getting our chromium from South Africa. And that's all we needed is from South Africa. We are low on manpower, which is okay. I'm not going to build anything right now. I'm going to just hold off. Or we may do some civilian factories here and there, just to do some things. Maybe some more military factories, but we're really going military factories for right now. I'm going to go ahead and unpause, and we're going to take it up to speed 3 or 4 for right now. Alright. I'm going to give you guys a chance. I'm not going to read all of these because that takes way too long. If you guys want to look at this stuff, you can pause the video at any point and read it. Actually, I'm going to pause. This is our division. This is our fleet. Let's merge that. Take that fleet and move it to this port. And then I'm going to merge those two fleets together. And put you under the command of Admiral Scott Swift. Congratulations. Al-Qaeda Summit. Move all those fleets up there. So this fleet currently has 3 carriers, 8 missile cruisers, 29 destroyers, 19 frigates, and 33 submarines. We have a lot, and then we also we have a fleet over here on the west coast. Admiral Philip Davidson. We need to figure out what we're going to do with all of our troops. We need to figure that out. I'm probably just going to split them up. Let's read this. Elian Gonzalez affair. Today, the Attorney General of the United States, Janet Reno, will have to come to a decision in regards to the fate of young Cuban boy. see. We either send him back or we keep him. The right thing to do would be to keep him. The easiest thing to do would send him back. And I think we are going to keep him. Okay, Egypt's doing things. Let me pause real quick. Just take control of all US forces and put them into one, and then divide them in half and put them into there. Alright. Old Powell, and then good old James Mattis. You guys will get, I'm just going to put a fallback line along the west coast. Actually, no, scrap that. Delete that. I'm going to get you guys to do a garrison order all the way along the west coast and into the middle of the country, and then I'll get the other fleet of other forces to do the same. Okay, and then once you guys are out, I'm gonna do that with the same thing with you guys. Didn't select it because that's always lovely. I just want to be able to spread them out into two armies and know where they are, but also give them something to do so that they don't gather attrition just sitting together. Yes, I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to do that. All right. There. And while I'm at it, I'm going to change you to red and you to blue. And we're having one of the largest troop shifts. Now let's go look at the world today. Europe's still in NATO because NATO's a thing still. NATO is strong. NATO is powerful for now. It depends on where we go in our focus tree as to what actually happens to NATO or what we want to do. Let's go ahead and take it up to speed 5. Right now, we have very low national unity, so what I'm going to do is go find us a political advisor that can, okay, never mind, we can't hire any political advisors because we don't have any political power. We're only gaining just about half a political power a day. And here is good old North Korea, and then South Korea. Oh yeah, that's right. We have a division stationed in South Korea. May want to send more if possible. We may have to take out China. Just a thing that we might have to do. I don't know what we're gonna do right now. I have no idea. It's not very planned out. So for now, we're just gonna go down, and I'm gonna do deregulation because it's gonna. Well, actually, regulation would help us with political power and everything else. Let's see, deregulation or regulation. I think we might actually do one of these focuses now. We could go with the status quo, and we could keep everything the way it is. We could try something a little different, or we could go completely off and do something drastic. Da 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 da. Status quo, political reform, or political revolution. I think we're gonna go with the status quo for now. And yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Let's do status quo. And I knew that would happen. Artillery, light mechanized, and motorized. Artillery, light mechanized, and what is it? Motorized. Take these down to 2 lines and bring these up to 2 lines if we can. Alright, let's take this to 1 line and then 1 line and then just go down. And then just give the last 2 to modern equipment. Alright, let's go to Thailand for some rubber. Alright, now that we're on that. Then we finish that. We may actually try and invade like north-south, unite North America. That'd be an interesting idea. I'm going to go ahead and start the construction of some nuclear reactors. Let's build some just to get things going. But I'll let you guys decide who our first target is going to be in the comment sections down below. Because if you guys want me to attack a country, as long as it's not a NATO country, as we'll have to work around that, or anything that would take us into a world war that we couldn't win at the moment because we'd have to build up. Let me see, where are all of our, we have one there in Hawaii. We have a division in Germany, up in Alaska. You should be added to that. Let's see. Alright, you. I don't really want that guy in Germany. One unit in Germany might bring home. I'm thinking about bringing you home because you're serving no purpose sitting in Germany. Let's take you there, and then let's bring you home. Wait, no, let me pause. You gotta do research now. Okay. And it's doing some weird glitch thing where it's keeping that on. I don't know why it's doing that. Alright, let's send him to... Alright, time to pick our next focus. We must be conservative in order to do that. What does this do? Yeah, we want to go down the Republican way. But for right now, I think that the best, even though we're going to go down Republican, I think the best thing for us to do in our current time, actually no. Which one does conservative, and this does towards conservative. Let me look at this. Which one? All right, I think we're gonna do. I think we're gonna go with this, because this one will do social liberal, and this one will do conservative. Let's do this one. Deregulation. No, okay. Mexico isn't in NATO, so we could go and line up against Mexico and maybe fight Mexico. We could do that. They retreat. Alright, interesting. We might as well provide the federal funds for it. It doesn't hurt us. Alright, let's go and do modern construction. And then we're going to go with the Humvee. Ethiopia. Alright, this. Let's go take a look at that real quick. Alright, so these two have signed a white piece. Alright, I understand that now. I just can't get over how good the UI interface looks with this submod on. It looks really nice. I will link all 3 of the mods that I'm using in this series in the description below. So if you want to check those out. So if we go over to the Vatican and see what they're up to. Okay, they went the status quo. Okay, they have decided to not do the good part of their focus tree, which is really weird. But their focus tree is really good because they can puppet Italy, they can take Italy, they can really just recreate the Roman Empire, which is I like the focus tree. So you guys, if you want to check that out, I'll have all of this in the description. Let's see, the Conservative Party, the Republican Party looks like they will win the election in November. But we need to monitor that. Alright, they're staying steady at 50%. Alright, we'll keep looking at that. So a lot of you have seen in the past, 2 weeks that a lot of stuff's been going on with North Korea and Guam. And luckily nothing actually came out of that. North Korea ended up backing off a little bit. But they're still pretty aggressive as always with no action behind their threats. So we hope it stays like that. Because a war with North Korea would be messy. Very messy. So, let's see. Alright, we've finished our focus for that. And until the elections happen, we can't pick the Republican gerrymandering. So for right now, we're going to pick from one of these 4 focuses. Aluminum and steel production. Let's do create jobs on the East Coast, and then actually let's do reduce market regulations. The free market is a cornerstone of the American model and should remain that way. The economy thrives when it is led by the invisible hand of the market rather than the clenched fist of the government. Well, with that, that is going to end the first episode of the Hearts of our United States campaign in Hearts of Iron 4 Modern Day Millennium Dawn mod. So if you've enjoyed this episode, don't forget to go down and leave a like. Make sure you check out the mods that I'm using in the description below, and I will really appreciate any comments that you leave in the comment section below on what you'd like to see in this series. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe. As always, I will see you all in the next episode. Bye.